So, with Splatoon 3 quickly approaching, about a month or two ago, I decided to complete my bucket list for Splatoon 2. Let's have a look at this list first, then I'll go over them one by one. The list itself isn't quite big, but the goals themselves are quite challenging. First on this list, we have reach max level, and unfortunately, I have not been able to complete that. So that's one thing that I haven't been able to do on my bucket list. Mostly because I ran out of the good XP tickets. And apparently grinding all the way to max level is a lot more challenging than I initially thought. Still though, I think it's a moderate success. Level 156 is still a pretty high level. It's not max level, but it's a level I'm happy with. But I'll hit max level when Splatoon 3 comes out, and I will do it, and I will absolutely be max level. Next, X rank in all modes, and I'm calling this a success. I'm X rank in every mode except Clan Blitz, but I don't really care for Clan Blitz, because Clan Blitz for me is just I mean, it's alright, but it's not my type of rank mode. Still though, the fact that I'm even X is surprising to me. But whatever. I'm X, so I'm happy about that. Next, reach above 1,000 hours played, and this one's probably my special to me because I rarely ever play a game above 1,000 hours. Like, I will enjoy a game, but getting it above 1,000 hours doesn't seem very possible. So the fact that I've dumped at least more than 1,000 hours into Splatoon 2 is very surprising to me. And when Splatoon 3 comes out, I see me at least getting 2,000 hours. Like, at minimum 2,000 hours. I'm going to enjoy that. Next we have, oh boy. Next we have 100% in the Octo Intervention, and that I think was by far the most difficult out of all of these. At least I thought it would be the most difficult. And I did 100%, I'm more like 99% of the Octo Intervention. Mainly because of Inner Agent 3. Oh my god, Inner Agent 3. Why is Inner Agent 3 so difficult? Well, what happens when you give a guy who's been using exclusively rollers for the past 1,000 hours, and yes, I mean only rollers for the past 1,000 hours, no other weapon changes, what happens when you give that person just a normal weapon? And this is how it went. So yeah, absolutely painful. I'm never doing it again. Absolutely not. I will never defeat Inner Agent 3, and I'm okay with that. As far as the rest of the Octo expansion goes, I did do all the stages, every single one of them. Even Girl Power Station, which I have only heard horror stories of, which is why I was so nervous to do it in the first place. I actually found Girl Power Station to be pretty easy. Not gonna lie, it took me at least like 5 tries. And can you guess what weapon I used during the station? If you guessed roller, you'd be right. I also found 8-ball levels to be really easy. In fact, call me crazy, I found 8-ball levels to be the easiest level type in the Octo expansion. I don't know, I found them to be really easy. There were only 2 8-ball levels that gave me trouble, which was line E6 and line D5. But besides those 2 levels, I found the 8-ball levels to be, like I said, really easy. A lot of people say they're hard, but I don't see it. Either I'm missing something, or I don't know, I found them really easy. The level type I found to be the hardest was the grind rail levels. I hated those. Those were so hard. I told myself, you're never going to beat this when you come back to it. I came back to it, and I didn't find them that hard. I don't know. Either I just improved as a player or what. So, besides for Inner Agent 3, I've completed the Octo expansion. I got all the mem cakes and everything. I'm calling this a win on the bucket list. And last but not least, reach max turf points on a weapon. Oh my god, this turned out to be so much more challenging than I ever thought it was going to be. Well, it's not hard, it's just incredibly time-consuming to max out turf points on a weapon. It is, like, stupid time-consuming. In fact, just because I was curious, I actually did the math to see how long it would take. Assuming you do 1,000 points a match, it'll still take you, like, I think I calculated, what was it, 2,000 hours just using that weapon by itself, and that's with an average of 1,000 points. So yeah, it's stupid how time consuming that is. I only got like almost halfway there. Okay, let's look at that list again. Reached max level, happy with that. X-Rank in all modes, happy with that. Reached 10 hours, played, yes. 100% Octo expansion, yes. Reached max turret points on a weapon, no, unfortunately. Overall, though, I'm happy with this bucket list. I'm glad it turned out like this. Okay, time for the next segment of the video. This next segment is going to be a little weird, because if you haven't guessed from the title, it's basically an apology. But you might be wondering, who are you apologizing to? You're not big enough in the community to have your voice heard out yet, or argue with anyone yet. But I'm not apologizing to anyone in the community specifically. I'm apologizing to Splatoon 2 as a whole. Why? I don't know, maybe it's just the person that I am. But I still feel the need to apologize. But why specifically am I apologizing? Because it took me till 2020, late 2019 to fully understand how good this game series actually is. But before I fully understood that, I was so like off and on playing this game. It was just insane. I was basically considered a casual, but I still enjoyed it. But I didn't fully understand it. Like, one of my biggest regrets with Splatoon 2 is I missed almost all the Splatfests. Like, there were only a few Splatfests that I didn't miss. The only Splatfest that I don't remember missing is the first Ketchup versus Mayo one, and all the Splatfests under Chaos versus Order. Those are the only ones that I actually did. But even then, the ones under Chaos versus Order were the ones that I fully played. So yeah, missing all the Splatfests is one of my biggest regrets with Splatoon 2. Because it was really sad. They were really fun too. But I can promise you that I will not miss a single Splatfest in Splatoon 3. That is a promise, and I can keep that. I mean, overall, I'm just sorry to Splatoon 2 for how long it took me to realize how good this game series is. I mean, now I basically play it daily, whether it just be to explore the lobby, seeing the lobby posts, or just play around a salmon run. But goodbye, Splatoon 2. Here comes Splatoon 3. But Splatoon 2, thanks for being here. I never knew I was making memories. All I knew was that I was having fun. That's all I really knew. And while yes, Splatoon 2 does have its problems, Stingray, Splashdown, X-Rank balancing, just to name a few, I must nonetheless thank it for introducing me to this great series. But before you throw that copy of Splatoon 2 in the trash, make sure you remember that Splatoon 2 walked so Splatoon 3 could run. Again, Splatoon 2, thanks for being here, and thanks for all the memories.